welcome back to our channel. For today's video, we are going to be covering the basic usage, part 1, for the PT-D210 Label Maker. Today's video, we're going to cover different ways to enter text for this label maker. To start, we're going to cover uppercase and lowercase lettering. So for uppercase, you're going to hit the caps button, and then you could type in, say the word hey, and that's going to be in all caps. Or you can hit just once to get all lowercase, and then hit it again if you want just the capital letter at the top. So it's going to automatically start you on lowercase. Hit the caps button once and you can get all capital letters, or you could hit it again and then go back to lowercase at any point in time. When the caps lock is on, you will see this little icon here, the A to a lowercase a, to indicate that you are about to type in all capital letters. This machine can print up to 2 lines of print. However, you will need either a 3/8 of an inch, 9 millimeters, or a 1/2 of an inch, 12 millimeters size label in this machine in order to utilize 2 lines of print. But for example, let's say we're going to make a label. So we'll do salsa, the word salsa, make it easy. And then you're going to hit this enter button to go down to line 2, and you will indicate that you're printing on line 2 with the number 2. So we'll go ahead and type out our label. Next, what we'll do is go ahead and hit print. You can either see that you're printing 1 copy of this label. You could change that by hitting the arrows or hitting 1 through 9. We'll get to that later. In this case, we're all set with that. Or if you wanted to preview what it will look like, you can hit escape. To preview a label with the 2 lines of text, you can go ahead and hit the magnifying glass, and then you'll see salsa made with love. Now, if you like that label, what you can do is go ahead and hit print, copies, 1 copy, that's all I need for today, and go ahead and hit OK. And your label will print out at the top. Here, I'll slide this down so you can see. It will come out here. We're going to go ahead and press this green scissors. That's how you know to cut it. Go ahead and slice that. And now you'll see salsa made with love. To tab on this, label maker, or to get more space, there is a great tab button right here. You can go ahead and hit tab once. You'll notice a capital T will show up with a black outline. That's to let you know that the tab feature is being used. Another way to get here is to hit menu, arrow over till you see the word tab, and hit OK. That's another way. So there's 2 ways to get to the tab feature. You can use the tab button up to 80 times per 1 label without using any text. This would be great if you want just 1 long label that's blank, or you could have some text followed by 40 tabs after to give you 1 lengthy label. So say we have a word and it's going to say hello, our label. So you have your word. Now to change your tab length, we'll go ahead and hit label, arrow over until we see tab length, hit OK. You can have your auto tab. So you can hit auto tab or up to 4 inches. So then you can just custom make it if you know you want 2 inches, 2.3, so on and so forth. Like I said, up to 4 inches. So once you've decided how long your tab is going to be, go ahead and hit OK, and it will tell you accepted. So now you'll know at the end of this, you'll have a 2.7 inch tab. This machine has a great variety of accents for any letter A through Z that you're looking to change. For entering accented characters on this machine, so we're going to type the word puree, and then we'll go ahead and hold down the accent button. And then, so there, we'll go ahead and hold down the accent button, and you'll see we now have the correct accent we need. And you can, with the arrows, you can change it to whichever fits best for you. That's our option. And then we'll go ahead and hit OK. And then that's going to move you to the next letter, and we can finish out our word. So for the length of our label, what you can do to adjust the length, right now it's currently on auto. Label length, you can do 1/3, 2/3, so we'll go label length and then hit OK. And auto is going to adjust it to the length of your label, so it will change the font size based off whatever you've typed. So obviously the larger the label, the smaller the font, so on and so forth. However, if you know that you don't want your label to be more than 1.2 inches or something like that, you can go ahead and adjust that here and then click OK, and it will not make the font any bigger. So the longer your label would be, if you don't want it to exceed 2 inches wide, the smaller your lettering is going to be, versus if you have a short word like the word puree, your font will look pretty large. As far as sizings go, when you have your label length, you can select up to a 12-inch size to print. It's important to remember if you've selected a label length that's not long enough to pass the internal cutter blade, it's going to print a little bit longer of a label, but you will notice that there will be dotted lines at the bottom of the label where you're supposed to cut with scissors. There is an internal cutter blade in here, so your label needs to be at least long enough to pass that. So for example, so say we type the word hello and we want our label length, we're gonna hit OK and say we don't want that to be auto. Instead, we want this label to be 1/2 inch long. We're gonna hit OK. Well, it's not gonna let us do that. So say we want this label to be one inch long. Go ahead and hit OK. Okay, 1.2. I guess 1.2 is the smallest we can go. So 1.2, hit OK, and it's going to accept it, and then we'll hit print. Now in this case, you'll notice here we have these 2 dotted lines because it wasn't long enough to get past that cutter. So what you'll have to do is take scissors and cut directly across here to get an exact 1 inch label. You will also notice that since we selected a 1.2 inch label, you'll notice a little lock icon here. That means your label is not going to be auto formatted and you are going to be locked in at this size. If you notice that, that means you might need to adjust your wording or the label size to keep going if it's going to fill this space too quickly. Now, once you're done with this, there's 2 ways to clear your format that you've selected here. So you can either hit the backspace, which is going to delete 1 letter at a time, or if you want to delete the entire thing at once, you can either hit Shift, backspace, and it will give you the option between text and format or text only. So if you had a margin set in here, or if you had certain fonts and sizes and you want to clear the entire thing, that's great, and you hit OK. But if you only want to delete the text and then keep everything else that you formatted in here, you would simply hit OK, and that's going to save it to your locked label size and all of the fonts you've already selected. And another way to clear your text is going to be Menu, Clear, hit OK, and then again, text format, text only. Thank you for watching our basic usage part 1 of the PT-D210. Please thumbs up this video, subscribe to our channel to continue on with this series. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.